You know how grandparents have this ancient scroll of wisdom about food? Well, turns out that scroll is about as accurate as a toddler with a compass. For generations, kitchen myths have been passed down like family heirlooms. Except instead of gold, it's just misinformation about carrots and microwaves. So today, let's grab a fork, dig in, and ruin 10 of your grandma's favorite culinary fairy tales. First off, let's talk carrots. For some reason, everyone's convinced that eating them will give you night vision like some kind of orange-powered Batman. But no, unless you live in a comic book, carrots aren't turning your eyes into military-grade goggles. That myth started in wartime when people were trying to explain why pilots could see better at night. Spoiler, it wasn't the carrots, it was radar. The British lied about carrots to confuse the enemy. So yes, the only thing carrots give you is beta-carotene and a false sense of superhero confidence. Now, microwaves. Ah, the little glowing box that apparently destroys all nutrients, according to your aunt. Reality check. Microwaving doesn't ruin your food. It usually preserves nutrients better than boiling does. But for some reason, people still act like standing too close will melt your DNA. Unless you're pressing your face against the door for 3 decades straight, you'll be fine. Then there's the sacred myth of don't eat after 6 p.m. or you'll get fat. As if food has a built-in evil timer that transforms it into a double cheeseburger at exactly 6:01. Your body doesn't care what time it is. Calories are calories. The only thing magical about 6 p.m. is that it's when most grandparents start complaining about young people and their TikToks. Oh, and water during meals. You'll dilute your stomach acid, your grandpa says, dramatically waving his cup of hot tea that he's been sipping for 60 years without spontaneously dissolving. Here's the truth. Your digestive system is smarter than that. It's not going to short circuit because you had a glass of water with your chicken. If your stomach can handle flaming buffalo wings, it can handle a sip of H2O. Next myth. Spicy food gives you ulcers. If that were true, half of the planet would be doubled over in pain right now. Actual ulcers are usually caused by bacteria, not chili peppers. Meanwhile, spicy food just makes you sweat like a sinner in church. Let's not forget eggs. Don't eat too many eggs, you'll clog your arteries, they say, like an egg is a tiny cholesterol bomb waiting to assassinate your heart. Modern science disagrees. Unless you're downing a dozen omelets every morning like a cartoon lumberjack, you're probably fine. And then there's the microwave cover story's cousin. Frozen vegetables aren't as healthy as fresh ones. Actually, freezing preserves nutrients. Meanwhile, that fresh broccoli at the store has been on a cross-country road trip since last Tuesday. Frozen veggies are basically the immortal superheroes of the produce aisle. Ah yes, the mythological cold will make you sick statement. You eat ice cream in winter and suddenly grandma's already knitting you a coffin. But cold weather doesn't cause colds, viruses do. If winter itself could make people sick, polar bears would have been sneezing themselves out of existence centuries ago. Here's a classic. Salt causes high blood pressure instantly. Don't get me wrong, eating 3 cups of salt like it's pixie dust isn't a great idea. But moderate salt isn't going to make your heart explode like a movie villain's lair. It's more complicated than just blaming the salt shaker. And finally, the old if food falls on the floor but you pick it up in 5 seconds, it's safe rule. Number. Bacteria don't sit there with a stopwatch, politely waiting for the clock to run out. They jump on that pizza slice the second it makes contact. The 5-second rule is just a social lie to make people feel better about their terrible decisions. The funny thing about these myths is that they were all born out of a mix of old science, rumors, and whatever sounded wise enough to make a kid behave. Back in the day, telling a child, don't eat after 6 or you'll turn into a pumpkin was easier than explaining metabolism. But now, we have science, research, and Wi-Fi. We don't need magical thinking. We just need fewer WhatsApp forwards from relatives. So next time your grandma hits you with one of these classics over Sunday dinner, just smile, nod, and quietly microwave your plate with no shame. You can respect the old ways while gently retiring the idea that carrots will make you a night vision superhero. Because at the end of the day, food isn't magic. It's just delicious, sometimes misunderstood, and occasionally on the floor for more than 5 seconds. And if she still doesn't believe you, just tell her, Grandma, if microwaves could kill nutrients, your 1980s microwave would have wiped out humanity by now.